I know this is not like the best angle for this, but I need to be like in a different setting, I guess. Hopefully my ISO's not too high. It might be, but we'll figure about it then. I don't. So, this is one of those days where I'm just feeling that hypersensitive anxiety. Like, my heart is just racing. I do have an Apple Watch, which I know isn't like the most accurate. It's not 100% accurate for, heart readings and stuff, but like, apparently for the last hour, my heart rate's been like jumping between 85 and 95. And I can feel it. And it doesn't feel good, obviously. It's just that worry about what if. Because, like, I can't go back to my parents because they've turned the spare bedrooms into guest rooms, and that's all they are. Like, I can't, there's folded furniture, so I can't move back there. And plus my mom would freak out. Because it's like, you're 30 now, and then it's like, but you want me to take care of you when you're old, so it's like, helpful. I reached out about an apartment on my own that's only $200 more than I'm paying now, like, as a split on this place. Haven't heard back from it yet, but that may be a really good option for me, because just needing an extra $200 a month once student loans go back into repayment, that's super manageable. Like, that is super, super manageable. That's like, I can just honestly get like a part-time job and work like, 8 to 10 hours a week. An extra 40 hours as a part-time job would more than cover, that, which it would suck to work an extra, you'd be working like, at least 50 hours a week, but, it'd be manageable. I just would be tired, but it would be manageable, and I'd have a roof over my head. I don't know what the person, like in my last video I mentioned someone was going to come look at this place to see if they want to be here. I don't know if they're going to be showing up today, because they mentioned like, oh, maybe late afternoon, because they're about 3 hours away, so like that's quite a drive. But I'm really worried that if they do show up, they're not going to want to move in here. So it's just like, that concern, that dread. Like, I can manage 1 month, no problem, maybe 2, but 3 or more is going to be, like, hitting it a little bit, because, like, I don't want to stretch myself too thin financially. But then part of me is like, I could just quit my job and just move across country, because my 401k would be more than enough to pay off any debt I have in terms of, like, credit cards, not my car or my student loan, but it'd be able to pay off like anything I would need to pay off to move across country. It'd be enough to get me an apartment and give me enough money to like pay bills for a little bit to get a job and stuff. But pandemic, so, and then starting all over again. Also, you're gonna hear my neighbor, so I'm sorry. I don't mean to avoid the camera, it's just like, it's where I'm a person that needs to plan everything, and typically I have like so much time to plan everything. It's hard to plan this. Like, have I been apartment searching? Absolutely, because I had a feeling this was coming. Like, I found out last night that my now ex-roommate is apparently like taking over half the house that her boyfriend's friend owns. So it's like her boyfriend, then her boyfriend's friend who owns the house, and it's like this house that was originally like a duplex type situation. So the upstairs is like not remodeled or renovated or anything, so it's still kind of like apartment almost like. So she's gonna live up there and basically have like an apartment to herself, and she's not really gonna be paying anything. So it's just like, the fact that there are people who aren't seeing what she's doing, it's so stressful. And my watch just went off. That's fine. It's just, it makes you feel like where you thought you were going in a good direction and cutting in in a way, it's like having people who are kind of toxic to you to just willingly exit is really helpful, but then to see them getting more out of it, it's just like, are you joking me? Like, you know, it's one of those, like, you don't, it just feels like you don't deserve it, but you're getting, like, the better end of the deal, so it kind of stinks in that way. If I can get a roommate in here, I'll be fine. That's the thing. If I can get someone to move in here, I'll be fine. Absolutely fine. And then I can work on myself and work on getting a place on my own in the future, work on getting a better job. You know, I can then focus on myself. It's just, I don't want a stranger to move in because it worries me not knowing someone. You know, I want my stuff taken, obviously. So yeah, it's scary right now. It really, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. You know, my car is going to need work this year, which is the big worry, because I'm tempted to go trade it in to get a vehicle that would be like a similar overall monthly payment, but would need the work. Because it's like, instead of paying like $600 to $800 potentially to get all new tires, all season tires, by the way, I need new brake pads, because like I have a CRV, so if I get new tires I have to replace all the tires. I need brake pads on the front, I think, but I'd rather just replace them all because they're all starting to go, which is not surprising. I've been there since I bought the vehicle, and I've gone almost 30,000 miles since buying it, so not surprising. And you gotta pay for like the labor and stuff like that. It's just, there's, you know, so much. I'm like, sometimes getting a new vehicle might be smarter because I'll pay less. I'll pay a little bit more to register it, but it'll be less money than repairing it, you know? So it's hard. Because if I move it on my own, I'm going to be stressing that financially, but because like, until right now, while student loans are not in repayment or required repayment, I have that extra money, so I can like take care of myself until, you know, up through January rent. But after that, it's like, ooh. So, and of course with Corona still just over the place, it's just, you know, it's scary and I don't know what to do. So I'm just gonna hope that either the person who hopefully comes to see it today wants to move in, or I can get that other place, because I asked about it first because it has everything I need. Affordable rent. It's small, but I don't need a lot of space. It's just me, no pets, nothing, so it's like, that's fine, which is advantage. You know, one person, good paying job, no pets. Landlords love that. It's off-street parking, which is difficult in a lot of cities to have enough parking. In my area, it's like hit or miss. But the problem is, I looked at the Google Maps view, and it looks like it's just like a driveway, which seems like you might have to like fight with the other tenants, like, oh, I need to get out type of thing. So it's like, ugh. I only need it during like snowstorms and stuff, but, and honestly, like last winter we had a lot of snowstorms. Like there was a parking ban almost weekly. So, and when there's a parking ban, if I don't have a place to park, you know, that sucks. Like there are parking garages I can go to, but then I have to like walk back and then walk to it, and just, you know, and it's only like 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. is free, so it means I'd have to like potentially, like, most parking bans usually are for nighttime, so it's just, you know, I have to get in there with the free parking, then I have to like get up early, walk there, get my stuff, come back, and then go back to bed for like maybe, you know, lay down maybe for 15-20 minutes or something. So it's hard, you know. There's so many factors to worry about, and it's scary. I don't know. And like, I have no one else. Like, I mean, my friends have offered like, oh, you can like crash on our couch for a little bit, but not like long term. Like, oh, maybe like a week or something. Yeah, whatever. But like a week's not enough, because then I still have to put myself in storage or something, you know. So it's like, that doesn't really alleviate that problem. Also, like, I sell off everything, in which case that's a little different, but, and I work from home, But I don't know. It's just gotta figure it out. Gotta figure it out. So I'm gonna end it here for right now. I'm also gonna go have a couple cookies because I'm in feels, and I feel like I'm trying to. Oh god, I'm like starting to well up a little bit. I just feel like maybe that might make me feel a little better, a little bit of sugar. Even though that's gonna like spike, probably would spike my heart a little bit too, because you know your blood sugar goes up. But yeah, we're gonna stop it here, and maybe, hopefully, in the next video, I will have some good news, some form of good news. Anyways, see ya.